Okay, so welcome to this video on unleashing your leadership potential as an introvert. But if you ever felt leadership isn't for you because you are not the loudest or the most outgoing person in the room, then I believe this video is for you. But here's the question. Well, what if I told you that your introversion is actually your greatest leadership asset? But before we dive in, here are 3 questions for you to think about. Number 1, what does leadership mean to you as an introvert? Number 2, how can your natural strengths as an introvert create meaningful connections? Number 3, what practical steps can you take home today to lead with impact while staying true to yourself? Well, stick around because at the end of this video, you will have the actionable strategies to embrace your introversion, build trust, and lead effectively in any setting. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. So on that note, thank you very much. So let's start by reframing how we see introversion. Now, I've been working with so many people over the years, and a lot of people actually misunderstand the meaning of introversion. Well, actually, being an introvert, it doesn't mean that you are shy, you are anti-social. It means that you gain energy from reflection and deep thought rather than constant interaction. And this is how crazy people are when it comes to understanding introversion. But these traits make therefore you as an introvert unique, because in leadership, what happens is that it requires a couple of things. 1, to be focused. Number 2, to be empathetic. Number 3, you've got to have strategic thinking. So, for example, introverts often excel at active listening. You agree with that? Imagine you are in a team meeting. While others might be quick to jump in with ideas, what you do, you're observing. You're connecting the dots. You're understanding what isn't being said. And the ability to listen deeply and respond thoughtfully builds trust and respect. Now let's talk about challenges. Social situations and public speaking might feel draining and intimidating to you. But here's the key. Instead of forcing yourself to act as if you were an extrovert, focus on preparation and practice. If you are delivering a presentation, rehearse it until you feel it's natural to you. If networking feels overwhelming, I'm sure you feel that, right? Set the goal to have 3 meaningful conversations instead of trying to meet everyone in the room. So let me share with you a story. A colleague of mine used to dread large networking events, but she found a simple hack. Instead of going in with the pressure to meet dozens of people, she focused on connecting deeply with just 2 or 3 individuals. And she left the event feeling energized rather than drained. And those connections became her strongest professional relationship. How many people can relate to this? Well, your leadership style as an introvert can be your signature strength. Let's start with relationships. Instead of trying to engage with everyone at once, focus on one-on-one connection. This deep conversation allows you to understand your team's needs and motivations on a personal level. So for example, a quiet chat with a team member over the coffee section can reveal insights that a formal meeting might miss. Ask questions like, what's your biggest challenge right now? Or how can I support your goal? These moments build loyalty and trust because they show you genuinely care. And delegation is another area where introverts shine. You have a natural ability to observe and understand your team's strengths. So use that skill to assign tasks strategically, empowering your team while lightening your workload. And be clear, be specific when delegating. Instead of saying, can you handle this project? Say, I'd like you to create a proposal for this client by Friday. And this clarity sets expectations and shows respect for the time. Again, let me share with you a real-world example. Well, an introverted manager I know struggled with delegation because she feared losing control over the final outcome. But once she started clearly outlining her expectations and providing support, she noticed something amazing. Well, her team members thrived under her trust, and she gained more time to focus on strategic decisions. How many of you would love that? Communication is often seen as a challenge for introverts but it doesn't actually have to be the case. So focus on being concise and direct. So write emails that get straight to the point. Use visual aid when presenting ideas to make your messages. And remember this, it's not about speaking alone. It's about saying what matters. So imagine you're presenting a new idea. Instead of giving a lengthy explanation, boil down to the essence. Start with, the problem we are solving is X. The solution I'm proposing is Y. So here's how we execute. So simplicity doesn't just say it ensures your message is remembered. Meetings can be overwhelming, but with the right approach, you can actually turn these meetings into opportunities. So start by planning and preparing, just like presentation. Create a clear agenda, outline your key points, and anticipate potential questions. And this preparation not only boosts your confidence, but also ensures that the meeting stays focused. So preparation isn't just about having the answer. It's about anticipating questions. So what objections may arise? What additional information might your team need? By preparing thoroughly, you turn potential stress into confidence. So during the meeting, lean into your strength of activeness. Pay attention to what's being said and what's not. So watch for body language and non-verbal cues. So when appropriate, ask clarifying questions. Can you elaborate on that? Or how do you see this work? And this shows your team that their input matters. So here's another example. So let's say a team member is hesitant about a new project. Instead of jumping to the conclusions, what concerns do you have about this project? And this not only opens the door to that, but also helps you address issues before they ask. So encourage participations by creating a safe space for ideas. You might say, well, let's hear from someone who hasn't spoken yet. What's your perspective? This approach not only fosters collaboration, but also ensures quieter team members feel included and valued. So here's a quick silence can be powerful. I repeat, silence can be powerful. After posing a question, resist the urge to feel that point gives others, especially quieter team members, the chance to gather their thoughts. Well, I'm sure if you have followed my channel before, you have heard of this statement that trust isn't built over, but it starts with authenticity. Be real with your, share your vulnerability. For example, you might say, public speaking isn't my strongest, but I'm working on it because I want to serve you. That kind of on resonate is as suppose a project didn't go as planned. Instead of deflecting the blame, this doesn't turn out to be the way we, and I take responsibility for is what I learned and how we better. This level of accountability not only earns respect, but also builds. Demonstrating this means doing what you say. If you make a promise, even small, like meeting deadlines, showing up on time, that build trust. So integrity isn't just about actions. It's also about integrity. When your team knows your decisions are guided by fairness and a genuine desire to do what's right, they will follow you. And here's another seek. Actively ask your team, what can I do? Then act on what they do. When people see you're willing to, they will trust you. Feedback isn't just a tool, it is a bridge to stronger relationships. By showing you value their opinions, you reinforce the importance. So thank you for watching this video. Here's the tip. Once again, embrace your introversion as your leadership. It's not about changing who you are. It's about leveraging your unique strengths to lead with impact and authenticity. So have a meaningful one-on-one conversation with the team member. Write a concise and impactful. Prepare thoroughly for your next. And these steps, they're small, will create changes. And leadership isn't about being the loudest. It's about creating, fostering, and empowering. So as an introvert, You already have what it takes. It's time for you to step into your potentials. Are you ready? Okay? So if you find this video helpful, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Share this video with someone who needs to hear that. Once again, together, let's create a world where every leadership style is valued. And thanks for watching the video. See you. Cheers.